All right, good day and welcome to Tea Time Therapy. My name's Nadia Ohar-Reber, and I write quotes that I think are helpful and meaningful. And I have one for today. All right, and this is the Tea Time Therapy, the ones I do. And I thought this one was a good one for today. Let's see. Anxiety requires a big hug and kiss. You need to know there's nothing amiss. Just empty your mind of all concern. Some things taught you have to unlearn. All right? And anxiety has an X in the middle of the word, which means you might need a big hug and kiss to feel better. All right, so yeah, when I think about it, the truth is we are all conditioned to have everything the same or think the same. As even when we go to school, we start off in school and we're taught the same things and we're taught the same way. So there's a lot of things in our mind that we think should be the same. And it's like that even in the world. If we think something's good, we think everyone should think it's good. You know, we don't like liver, for instance. We can't understand how someone else could like liver. Or whether it's lima beans, someone might like it. And because we don't like it, we don't quite understand why they could like it. And so, again, I think we're all conditioned to be the same, and we're not the same. Nobody's the same. Everyone's unique and individual. And that's why there's a lot of hate and discontent when someone else thinks a different way. You know, someone likes something that you can't understand how they possibly could like it. But the truth is they have their reasoning behind it, and they have really their right to actually like it too. And what we try to do is talk them into liking our way, because then they can be the same. But realistically, we're individuals, we're not the same, and we need to practice being okay with not being the same and being okay with people who are different than the way we are, okay? So I just thought that's important, especially nowadays. You know, a lot of hate and discontent if things aren't the same, and they really truly are not and will not be. So let's see what I wrote inside. What better way to find comfort than with a big hug and kiss? Then turn your thoughts to a time where you felt peace and relaxation, and bring that energy into your present experience. Any other thoughts need to be canceled out to keep anxiety away as you release any concerns that might have been conjured up in your mind. Time for a new story where you can live happily ever after. And yeah, you know, it's okay to be different, because that's our true nature. We are all unique, we are all different. And so it really isn't realistic to think everyone's going to always be on the same page. And yes, it feels good when someone agrees with you, yeah, because you feel like you're understood, okay? But the real deal is, even if you're not understood where you're coming from and it's someone that you're close to, don't take it personal. You know, it's doesn't negate any way you feel or any way you think. You're not going to change your eating habits. I use that for an example. You're not going to cook liver because maybe a couple people like it and you want to fit in or be the same, you know. One of my tea time therapy quotes, I believe, was, "The only time you have to fit in is when you're trying on clothes." That was one of them. But anyway, I thought that was just important to bring up that yes, we're not the same, not supposed to be the same, and that means we're not going to like the same things, the same people, the same, just, it's just not going to happen, and that's okay. So now we're unlearning the process of trying to be the same and just embrace our differences. All right, now I'd like to end with a word from the divine. All right, divine guidance. Let's see what one for today would be. All right, something for today. Okay, let's try this one here. Balance. All right, balance. Yes, it's important to be in balance, be in sync with who we are. We have to be in sync, we have to be authentic, we have to be truthful about ourselves and the things that are true about ourselves. And that really, the extremes are what throws us off. You know, the extremes might cause us to be unhealthy. The extremes cause us to feel anxiety. And so, yes, to be in balance, we have to be all of who we are. And we have to be okay with how someone else might be different or how they have a different story, you know. The universe helps people, you know, move into the truth about themselves. You can't stay the same. It's just impossible to stay exactly the same, because you will have situations in your life that move you forward. And some of them are uncomfortable. And actually, it's more uncomfortable if you don't stay in truth. And that's what will move you forward. So yeah, balance. Balance is very important in all areas of your life, in your eating habits, in your thought process, and acceptance, and it just really, really makes a difference. All right, I hope that helps. That was on my mind for today. And all right, so go out there, be all of who you are, and that's okay. All right, thank you for listening.